Hello everyone and welcome back to Coding with Marcos. Today we're going to be going over the header tags or the H1 through H6 tags, the P tag or paragraph tag, and the BR or break tag. So open up your HTML editor and let's get started. Alright everyone, so the first tag that we're going to go over is the header tag, and we're going to start off with H1. And we're just going to put some text in here. As you can see, you have H1, your opening tag, followed with your element inside here, which is our text, and closing out the tag, we have our forward slash and the H1 element. So let's see what this looks like. Let's go ahead and save. Go to our page. There is nothing. We made changes, so every time you make changes to the source page in your editor, you want to hit refresh in your browser, so your browser will reread that HTML file with that new code and interpret what it sees, which in this case now it sees a new line of code, an H1 tag with the text, "This is my first web page," and closed out to complete this tag. Now, this is basically what most developers will use to title their web page. If we just wrote the same line of code without our H1 tag, this is what it would look like. So just standard format. Looks like that's either 10 point or 11 point, I'm not sure. But this is what it would look like without your H1 tag. So you see, it's a good size font. It's in bold. It's much larger, so it's a good way to title your web page. So let's go back and let me show you what the others look like. Like I said, we have header tags H1 through H6. So let's see real quickly what the other headers will look like. I'm going to go ahead and copy this to save some time. Oops. Close it out. And last but not least, H6. Up. Close it out. So you see we have H1 through H6 with the same text within all 6 elements. Let's go ahead and save, and let's see what that looks like. So you can see how it progressively gets smaller from H1 through H6. I'm going to show you something interesting here, which will lead me to my next tag. Assuming you didn't know that the H tag went up to H6, and we wanted to keep on going. We didn't know. We wanted to do an H7 tag. We thought that we could get even smaller, and we decided to experiment with an H8 tag. Now, you should have this maximized on your screen, so hopefully you can see that there's a difference here between the H6 tag and the H7 tag, which is the color. Okay, this is indicating that the HTML editor, in this case Notepad++, does not recognize this as a valid tag. So let's see what happens. Let's go ahead and save. Let's go back to our index page, refresh because we've made some changes. So you see it ignored those tags because they're invalid HTML tags, and went ahead and just printed out that line of text as it would normally without those tags, without any H tag in place. It just went ahead and wrote out, this is my first web page, and again followed by this is my first web page. Now you may be wondering, why is it that in the editor this is my first web page is on one line, line 18, and the same line is written on, the same text rather is written on line 19. It's on two different lines in the editor, but how come it's on the same line here on my web page? And that's because unless you tell the web browser that you're starting a new line, although you're doing a new line in your editor, the browser will not interpret that and will just go ahead and add this second line of text to the end of this line. In order to eliminate that, we use our break tag, which is BR. Interesting thing about this tag, this is one of those tags that does not have a closing element. It's just BR, and that's it. What this will do is it will break up these two lines. Let's go ahead and save and see what that looks like. This is what it looks like. This is what it looked like before without a break. Let's hit refresh, and now you can see that it broke up those two lines of text. The last tag I want to talk about is the paragraph tag. This will allow you to write out paragraphs on your web page. And what it will do is it will write the text in paragraph form, and it will be from left margin to right margin. So let's go ahead and let me show you that regardless of how you write it in your editor, we're going to go ahead and copy this and paste it a bunch of times, and I'm going to just keep hitting paste, and as you can see I'm moving across the screen. I'm on the same line. I'm on line 21, and I've gone really far off to the right. And let's go ahead and close out our paragraph tag. Let's go ahead and hit save. What I wanted to see is that once I hit refresh, regardless of how I wrote it in the editor, because the text was within the paragraph tag, it disregarded that I wrote that text all on one line and went ahead and incorporated the text into a readable paragraph format from the left margin to the right margin. It just wrapped the words, and it did not go in the same way that I did in my editor, going across on one line. Another good feature about the paragraph tag is it will ignore white space. So let's just add some text there, and let's add several lines of empty white space and keep writing. Okay, that should be good enough. And let's close out our paragraph. Real quick here, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but another cool feature about this editor is that when you click on the element, when you click on your tag, when I click down here, the editor will automatically show me where this tag started. So it's really good if when you have several lines of code, you want to make sure that your tags are paired up. And this feature will allow you to see that visually, that these two tags are paired up, and it's highlighted here in red, the greater than symbol, and here the corresponding less than symbol. But I want to show you what this new paragraph will look like. Let's hit save. Let's go back to our page. Let's hit refresh. And as you can see, it ignored all of that white space that I left. So again, what most people will do is when they are writing this, they'll start a paragraph, they'll add some text, they'll see that they're getting to the end, although you can keep on going to the right. You hit enter, keep writing, hit enter. Maybe you get a little carried away, you went a little bit over, that's okay, you hit enter, keep going, and then we close out your paragraph hit save, and because your text is within that paragraph tag, it'll make it appear much more readable in paragraph form on your web page. So that's it for this video. We learned about the header tags H1 through H6, the break tag, your BR tag, and your paragraph tag. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we will see you